So, welcome also officially into this journey today. And as you already know, this journey and this event is all about entering into a space within ourselves that we can perceive life, our situations, and ourselves from a higher perspective. And because in my experience, I have seen that looking things from a higher perspective, it can really change the way that we perceive life and the way that we connect with life. But what does it really mean to see things from a higher perspective? So, in my understanding, this higher perspective is the perspective of our spirit, of our true being. Because many times we can see things from the perspective of our personality, from the perspective of our inner pain body, from the perspective of our different emotions, which are filtering our reality at any given moment. Like sometimes we filter the reality from the emotion of anger, let's say. And even when you are in this emotion, even if somebody says to you, I love you, guess what? You're not going to receive that. Maybe you're going to respond in an angry way. Or if you are into a state of fear, then you see things in a different way. You don't see things for what they truly are. And many times we perceive reality based on our past stories. They have become somehow unconsciously as a point of reference within our being. And then we start filtering reality from these filters without even being aware that we're doing that. So we're going to deal with this topic in this journey. And I'm going to briefly share with you what we're going to experience today. So, holistic view, this is the name of the event. And here we are going to explore tools and insights to help you overcome difficulties and see your life from a higher perspective. And here I have this beautiful flower, the Orchid Robertianum, from which I have made the flower essence called the Holistic View, actually. And many of the things I'm going to share with you today, I learned them from this flower, actually. From this essence, it activates inside of me all of these beautiful experiences that we are going to experience today. And I count on that. I count on the experience, because it's a different story to tell you the theory. You can learn the theory from any book, but the most valuable thing is to have an actual experience. Then you really can learn something. Then you can really shift something inside of you by experience and not by theory. The theory is good for just to give a bit of information to the mind, but the actual change, the actual transformation is by experience. That's how you make the change, actually. So, yeah, looking at life from the perspective of your spirit helps you to see through the layers of illusions and see the truth. So that's the beauty of looking through the perspective of your spirit. You can see through the illusions. You can transcend the illusions. So what are the illusions? We're going to experience them in a while. So here's our journey today. We're going to touch what is it like to have a holistic view, actually. What does it really mean to have a holistic view and to be able to see things from this higher perspective of our spirit? And then we're going to touch a bit this theme of why we get stuck into the difficulties and dramas of life and how we get stuck there. Then we are going to touch the topic of how to transcend the difficulties to be able to see from the higher perspective and find holistic solutions into our life. And then we're going to have a guided meditation so we can literally have this experience of transcending the difficulties, see the bigger picture of things, and be positioned in life from a higher perspective. And then at the end, we'll have some space for questions and sharings. So let's touch a bit this theme of what it's like to have a holistic view. So when you have a holistic view of this higher perspective, you feel like you are seeing things from above and from many different angles. You feel detached and not overwhelmed from the difficulties. You are able to see the bigger picture of the situation and have a clear understanding of the solutions which are available there. And then life becomes a joyful, adventurous journey. So these are the benefits actually of being able to look at things from this higher perspective. And again, this is a bit of theory. You are going to experience it yourself. And then let's see why we get stuck into the difficulties and dramas of life. Number one is the identification. We get identified with the problem and the role that we are called to play into the story, into the difficulty. So this is a very big tendency of the dramas or the difficulties of life. They have the tendency to really attract very strongly our attention and to really make us be totally engaged into what is really happening, into the problem itself, because they get to be perceived as very, very, very important. And in this way, all of our attention is captured into the problem, into the difficulty. And this situation is attracting all of our energy. And then we get to be also attached to the role that we are called unconsciously to play into this story. Like if you really recall any difficulty from your past, and you also ask yourself, what was the role that I was playing into this story, into this difficulty, you'll find yourself playing a role there. And definitely into this role, you are not your true being. You are not your spirit. You are not yourself, which was full of light and full of potential and full of these graceful qualities that you carry within. But you're playing a certain role there. And definitely this role has limitations. So, but the truth is that you are not this role that you are playing there, or that you might be called to play in any future story or difficulty that may arise into your life. So if you get identified with it, then you are stuck into the problem. And most of the times this happens unconsciously. And then another reason that we get stuck into the difficulties is that there we have a very narrow perspective. So when we are engaged into the difficulty, we perceive the situation from the narrow perspective of that role that we are hooked to play into the story. So imagine that you are into the difficulty, you are hooked and identified with a certain role there. Then into that situation, you perceive the whole story, the whole situation through this narrow perspective of that role. You cannot see things from above or from another perspective or from a higher perspective. You are just there. And that's what your reality is. And then these are the only solutions that you can see are just in this narrow perspective. You cannot see the bigger picture. So, and another reason is that we are trained unconsciously to have a problem-oriented perspective. Like even from my childhood, even from our school, like most of the time the teachers were ticking like the problems, like, okay, what did you do wrong? What did you do wrong? This was wrong with you. This is wrong with you. This is wrong with you. You need to be better at this. This is wrong with you. So then unconsciously we adopt a perspective which is problem-oriented. And then our awareness is focused mostly into the problems, not on the solutions. So these are the actually, in my perspective, what I have seen, the three major factors of why we get stuck into difficulties. So then, how we can transcend the difficulties, see from a higher perspective and find holistic solutions. So one step is detachment. To have the ability to make a step back and detach yourself from the problem and the role that you are hooked to play there. Remember who you truly are. So in that moment, if you truly make a step back and you get detached from the problem, from the role, from the whole emotions and the whole story there, then you are out of that state. You are unhooked from that state. And then you can breathe, actually. You can see things a bit differently. Then the next step is to change perspective. Look at the situation from the perspective of your spirit. You'll experience in a while into our meditation, what does this really mean? But you can imagine like looking things from above. So we are not stuck into the story, but you are looking things from above. What does it mean? It means that you look the whole picture. You look a bit broader than what was perceived when you were hooked into the role. You can see things differently. Seeing things from the left side, from the right side, from any other perspective, it will give you other clues. It will help you to see solutions that were not available before. And this you can apply it in any given moment into your life. Then focus on the solution. This is the next step. Rather than being engaged with what you don't want, because this is really something that everybody gets hooked on it. Like in many sessions or workshops I've been having, like people are very good on telling you what they don't like. I don't want to be like that. I don't like to be like that. I don't want to have fear. I don't know how to have that. I don't want to have that. Because we're trained like that. But if you keep on telling yourself and others what you don't want, you tend to create more of that into your life, to attract more of that into your life. Why does this happen? It happens because your unconscious mind does not understand the don't. Like if I tell you now, don't look at a pink elephant into your head, just don't make an image of a pink elephant into your head. You are making a picture of a pink elephant into your head. You cannot not make a picture without making it. So your unconscious does not understand the don't and the not. So then what do you do instead? You start being focused to what you want. So rather than not wanting to have this problem, what would you like to have? How would you like to be? Focus your attention in this direction. What do you really want to have? Rather than having what you have now, okay, you don't like it, let's go to the next step. What do you want to have? How would you like this situation to be? So this gives a direction to your spirit, to your unconscious and unconscious mind, and you have a solution. You know where to go, what you want, what you are looking for. And then be focused on the steps that guide you there. Then you can break it down in smaller steps. Okay, what is the next step that guide me there? How would I need to be in order to go there? How would I need to feel in order to go in this direction? What will help me to be in this direction? So really, these are some essential small steps that can make a huge difference. And something also very, very important is to align your state of being. Elevate and align your state of being with the vibration of the desired outcome. So this is also really, really important. Why it's important? Because if you have a certain outcome, okay, let's say, I don't know what this could be. Let's say it's like having a beautiful relationship. Okay, so in this relationship, let's say you are there with your partner, having a loving connection, understanding each other, meeting in a beautiful way and having fun and enjoying each other and respecting each other, etc. So just envision that. So by being in this desired outcome, let's say, then this desired outcome has a specific vibration. It has a specific vibrational field. So then, if you are in a much more lower vibrational field, if you are full of low self-esteem, full of disbelief and having this unconscious belief that, oh, this can never happen to me, I'm not good enough to have this kind of relation, I cannot make it, there are not such kind of people in the world, it's just a fantasy or this kind of stuff, then you are in a very low vibration. Your vibration cannot match with your outcome. It's just a different frequency. Like in a radio station, you need to tune in the radio station in the right frequency in order to get aligned with a certain channel. So if your frequency is low, you cannot match the frequency of the desired outcome. So then changing your inner state is really, really important. You need to align your inner state with the vibration of the desired outcome in order to be in same frequency and to attract it and also be attracted by it and also to be guided in this direction. So we will experience in a while what does it really mean to elevate and align your state of being in the same vibration with the desired outcome. And usually this higher vibration, let's say, is just the vibration of who you truly are. So it doesn't really need a lot of effort. It needs much more effort to keep yourself in a lower vibration rather than getting into your true vibration, into the vibration of your spirit. It is very, very effortless to be there because this is who you truly are. So that's for now. Let's say, I guess we have a lot and enough of theory here, and we can dive into the actual experience of it. So what does this mean? This means that we're going to have a beautiful meditation together. So during the meditation, I'm going to invite you to connect and bring into the surface, into your awareness, any difficulty that you might be facing in this period of your life. And we're going to work on it, but now is not really the time to look at it. First, we will prepare the ground, and then we will meet with it. Okay? All right. So just allow yourself to take a comfortable position. You can close your eyes. Allow yourself to take some slow and deep breaths. Nothing really special happening, just connecting with your body through the breath. Just feeling your body. Feeling the shape of your body. Feeling any sensations which are present in this moment into your body. And gently breathing through all the sensations. Literally feeling like your breath is moving through all the body, through all the sensations, very gently moving through. Yes. And you can feel as if your breath is full of light. Full of light. And this breath of light is moving through your whole body. through your whole cells, really brightening up all of your cells, all of your body. Allowing yourselves to brighten up. Very nice. And allowing this breath of light to move now through all the emotions which are present in this moment into your inner world. Literally, whatever emotions are there, they're fine, let them be. Just allow this gentle breath of light to move through all these emotions, through all these emotions. Gently moving through, gently moving through. Allowing this light as it's moving through the emotions, allowing this gentle breath of light to create space inside of you, inside these emotions, and whatever stories they're carrying with them, just letting go, just letting go. And allowing this breath of light to move through the thinking process, to move through your mind, to literally brighten up the mind, to move through any thoughts. Let them be, doesn't matter. Just allow your breath of light to move through them. Opening up and opening up. Nice. Gently opening up. Yes. Now, allow yourself to feel as if your whole room is becoming full of light. The walls, the ceiling, the floor is just being filled with light. A gentle, very gentle, but bright light. And in this beautiful space, allow yourself to feel safe to open up, safe to be who you truly are. And literally in this way, allow yourself to feel your body, your emotions and thoughts becoming like small particles. And evaporating completely into this lightful atmosphere. Just allow them to evaporate, to melt. Just let go. Just let go. It's all right. It's all right. You can let go. Beautiful. Mhm. Very nice. And now feel yourself remaining only as a ray of light. As everything is evaporating, you remain only as a ray of light. Just that, a ray of light. And as this ray of light, feel your connection with the light below, with the light of Mother Earth. Yes, gently feel this connection. Mhm. And feel also the connection with the light above. Yes. And notice as you are in this connection, what are what are the main qualities of the ray of light that you are? Mm. Allow this ray of light to open up even more, and meet with these beautiful qualities that it is carrying within. Just allow, just allow to meet with the qualities of this ray of light that you are now. Feel safe, feel safe to open up these qualities. It's all right. It's all right to explore them. It's all right to allow them to come into the surface. Just allow. Just allow. Oh, my God. Oh, yes. Beautiful. Very nice. Allow, allow yourself to look at yourself from the eyes of this ray of light. How do you look like when you are this light? And look at yourself from the eyes of this light. How do you look like? Really allow yourself. Allow yourself. Mm. And now feel that you are surrounded by this light, being into this sphere of light. And just allow yourself to bring in front of you any difficulty that you are facing, whatever is going on into your life, whatever this difficulty is, just pick one that is relevant in this period of your life and just hold it in front of you. Just hold it in front of you. And you still remain this ray of light in this sphere of light. Just hold this difficulty, this problem, whatever it is, hold it in front of you. Yes, you can even notice the difference of its vibration from your vibration. And now, as this situation is in front of you, allow yourself to feel as if you are going out of your body, but from the top of your head. This ray of light that you are is going out of the body from the top of the head all the way up. Yes. And now you look from above. Yes. You look from above to the situation down there, to the difficulty down there. Notice how does the situation looks like from there. Notice from there, from above, what role you are playing into that situation. What was the role that you were hooked in into that situation? Notice from above what were the emotions that you had there, the belief system, what you were believing about yourself, about life, about others, about the situation. Yes. Now, as you are up there, look the bigger picture of the whole situation. First of all, understand that you are not that role, that you don't have to play that role. First of all, understand that your true position is not that role there. Your true position is to be there with your spirit, with your light, with your qualities and gifts and talents. Now, notice, what do you have to suggest to the self down there? Send some suggestions from above. In what way you want to guide yourself from this higher perspective? What do you have to offer as guidance? And allow the self down there to receive this guidance. Maybe you are suggesting to change the state of being, to change the belief system, the way that the self down there meets with the situation. Maybe to change something into the behavior. Maybe to position him or herself in a different way. Maybe just to bring a different energetic input into that situation. Notice what do you have to suggest down there? And what happens when the self down there receives that suggestion and starts implementing it? What changes to the situation? Notice what changes if the self down there starts implementing that suggestion, starts standing into that situation in this different way, into this more authentic and empowered way. And now receive all of it and come back into the body. Yes, receive all of this and come back. It's okay, I know it's nice up there, but now you can come back. You can go there whenever you want. Now you come back. For now, you can come back. Just entering again, receiving all this guidance that you brought to yourself, breathing it in. Allow it to settle inside. Just breathe it in, and allow it to settle. Allow the being to receive it, to integrate it. Yes, very nice, very nice. And now allow yourself to get out of your body from your left shoulder and diagonally up in the air. Yes, just going up. Yes, from the left shoulder and diagonally up. Just going up there, standing in this different angle. Yes, very nice. Just standing in this different angle. And looking from this different angle down there, looking at the self down there, being occupied with that old problem. Notice how the situation looks from that angle. What roles has been playing the self down there? How did the self down there get hooked into those tendencies, into those roles? What was there the trigger? What was the trigger that brought the self down there into that story, that hooked the self down there into the story? And what were the inner emotions that hooked the self into that story? To whom those emotions belong? What do they represent? How often do they replicate themselves? What does that story itself represent? What do the people there represent? What is the energetic space of that story? What does it represent? What does it remind you? How often this type of stories with this energetic vibration and tendencies and emotions come into your life? Decode that space. Yes. And now notice, what do you have to suggest? What do you have to suggest to the self down there from this angle, from this higher perspective there? What do you have to suggest? What's the way to be positioned there? With what qualities? What is the way to be positioned there into the situation with your authentic self? What qualities, what abilities you carry with you? What's like to be positioned there in this authentic way? What is the difference that you make when you get positioned like that? What changes there? Allow the self down there to receive all of it. Allow to experience what changes when you get positioned in this way. Allow it to experience the whole difference. Very nice. Very nice. Yep. Now you can enter again into the body, come back into the body, bring with you all these insights, all this guidance. Allow them to be integrated, received inside of you. Yes. Beautiful. Very nice. Now allow yourself to move out of your body from the right shoulder diagonally up, all the way up. Yes, just being up there. Mhm. And looking from that perspective down there to the self, dealing with that difficulty. Notice the whole situation from that perspective also. How does it look from there? What is the tendency there? What is the role that the self down there is hooked in? What is the trigger? What is a trigger from outside? What is a trigger from inside? What does that represent? Why the self down there is re experiencing that story again and again? Why is it calling it again, again, again to come? Allow it to see, allow yourself to see clearly into it, and to truly be able now to release yourself from the role. Just send this vibration, this loving atmosphere from above, and say to yourself, hey, you can let go from that role. It's all right. You don't have to be part of that role of that story in this way. Because you are not that role anyway. You have never been that role. You are this pure light presence. And you can release also all the other people that are playing their own roles into the story. Release them also. Because they carry within them also their own light. They don't have to play those roles anymore. Release them also. Give them the blessings to find their own light. And feel there from above that story becoming brighter and brighter and brighter as everybody is standing into their own light. Releasing everybody and the story itself and whatever has been creating it from whatever timeline. From whatever dimension. Totally releasing it, blessing it from the light of with the light of existence. Totally releasing it and allowing it to go out of your system. All of its pattern, allow it to go out of your system. All of its energetic imprint and structure, allow it to go out of your system. And bring inside of you this new space of light, of grace, of your own being. Bring the desired outcome. What is the desired outcome when you have transformed it? How the situation looks like when you have transformed it? When you stand truly with your true being, with your true light, and everybody is aligned like that, how does the situation looks like? How does it feel like? How do you feel being in that lightful position, being positioned in this way and walking in this way, talking in this way, meeting in this way, bringing this imprint inside of you and into that situation also? Nice. Bring this inside of you now, yes, with any more suggestions that you want to bring to yourself, yes. Just bring it inside yourself. Just open up beautifully yourself. Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. And then enter inside with this light that you are. That's it. Very nice. Very nice. Now you settle inside, receive all these perspectives. And now make a step back. Go out of your body from the back. Yes. With your light, go out. Yes. And look at yourself moving forward in this beautiful way and send blessings to yourself from the back, send light to yourself, send blessings, create a really supportful atmosphere from the back, like really having your own presence, your own gifts, your own light, holding your back. I'm here for you, holding this space there, being bright and full of light, sending blessings to yourself to move forward. Yes, to walk life in this beautiful way, to be totally okay to release all of that past and to really move forward, bringing a new imprint into your life, a new authentic way of being. Beautiful, beautiful. And really looking from the back, the self in front, moving forward in this beautiful way, like 1 week ahead, walking like that life, responding like that into life, meeting like that with yourself, others, and life, and situations and circumstances, responding from this beautiful way, standing into your true position, into your true light, standing like that and walking in life in this beautiful way and sharing your qualities and gifts and talents and your abilities. Just visualize yourself walking like that 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 months, 6 months ahead, vibrating its light. Yes, surrounding yourself and attracting around you the right people that vibrate in this light frequency, in this higher vibration, that you meet with each other in this beautiful way, create beautiful connections, collaborations, meetings, sharings, holding space for each other, mutual understanding, mutual support. Yes, surrounding yourself with this energy field and open up yourself to receive that. Open up yourself to receive around you these people, these situations, these circumstances. Release all that old energetic imprint. Yes, release that. All those old beliefs that life is difficult, life is like that, life is a war, life is a fight. People are not fair, people are not this, people are not that. Release all of it, release it all. Shade it away. And just keep in front of you this path. Yes, open up yourself to enter into this atmosphere with people being open and holding space and taking care, and you doing the same, of course, but in a very mutual, respectful way, moving in life in this way, inviting that space. Yes, releasing all the rest, closing those old chapters. So really feeling good to move forward, see the continuation, because sometimes we are afraid to make the steps ahead because we don't know what's about to come. So move forward, move forward, experience it into your space, into your energy field. Now enter into your body and transfer yourself all the way ahead, 6 months ahead. You have already experienced the change. Yes, be there into these 6 months. Open up yourself, open up yourself, open up. Don't hold yourself back, open up. Receive that, yes. How does it feel to be there 6 months walking in this way life? Notice how is your energy field. Notice how you feel yourself. Yes, how you feel your body. How do you breathe when you are like that? What is the inner sense inside of you when you are like that? How do you look like when you are like that? Breathe into it. Breathe totally into it. Open up yourself. Give it space. Embrace it totally. Totally embrace it. Feel the energy around you. Where you have guided yourself. What kind of decisions you made. What kind of people you have around you. What is the vibration of these people? Feel them. How do they look? How do you meet? How you connect? How you relate? How do you perceive each other? Breathe into it. Open up. Oh, yes. Just give it to yourself. Allow the senses to open up. Allow these inner channels to open up. Yes. Open up yourself to it. And now, as you are experiencing it, look back to the self in the now, who is standing there and is about to make the first steps towards that direction. So now you are into the position that you have already walked the path. So what do you have to suggest to the self in the now? From that perspective, notice what do you have to suggest to the self in the now from that perspective. Beautiful. Allow the perspective and the light and the presence and the consciousness and the awareness of the self there in the future, let's say, to connect with the perception of the self in the now. Allow this connection to happen. Yeah. So transfer from that all this knowledge. Keep this connection alive. Yes. Stay connected in this vibration. And allow the self in the now to be connected with the steps that lead there. Feeling really safe to walk the path. Knowing the steps, knowing where it leads, and feeling secure and safe and sure and confident to make the steps to move into that direction, because it only leads you in the right way, in the right direction. So feeling that connection alive and stable. Feel beautiful energy sphere holding you together there. Sealing your space. Yep. Feeling aligned, sealed, guided and protected and realigned within you. And now come back into your body. Yes. Enter into the body. Settle. Receive this alignment. Be there as this ray of light that you are. Look ahead to the path ahead. Feel connected. Feel aligned. Full of confidence. Connected with the light above and with the light of Mother Earth below. Feel confident and guided to make the steps. Yes, feeling sealed into your body mind, feeling the connection with the body, the emotions, and the thinking process, but from the space of this light. Everything is coordinated in this alignment. Yes, your energy field sealed, this beautiful atmosphere, feeling fully inspired and aligned, and ready to make the next steps in a graceful way. Giving thanks to yourself, to existence, to each other here from this beautiful space that we co-created together. And slowly, you can start moving your body. And when you feel ready, you can open your eyes and be ready to move in your life in this graceful and balanced way for your highest good and the highest good of all. Your recording is on. So, some takeaway, something to remember. Remember in any situation that you are not the difficulty or the role that you are hooked to play. So whatever is happening into your life, whatever the difficulty is, just remember that you are not what's happening and you are not the role that you are hooked into that story. You are not that. Just remember that. And make a step back. Detach yourself from the story and the roles. Just make that step back. And remember who you truly are. And be positioned into your life, into that situation itself from the perspective of your spirit. Now you have an experience of what's like to be like that. So that's why I told you in the beginning that it's important to have the experience. Otherwise, these are just words. But in one way or another, you had an experience of that. Now you can understand what this means to remember this connection with your spirit and to be able to be positioned from this perspective. And now you know what's also to be detached from the story. And be flexible and look the situation from many different angles. So you experience yourself what's like to look to the situation from this angle, from this angle, from this angle, from another angle, and all these beautiful insights and solutions and qualities and gifts that came when you were able to look the same situation from so many different angles. And then start to trust the perspective of your spirit. Start to trust the guidance that you receive from these different perspectives. Because many times we have different insights which are coming from our own spirit, from our own light, but we don't trust them. We have some kind of doubts. Maybe, maybe not, maybe this. Just trust it. Just trust it. Then learn to focus, to be focused on the desired outcome and be solution oriented. So hold in front of you, what do you want actually to receive, to have? Stay focused that direction, to guide you there. Ask yourself there, what are the steps I need to make? Maybe I need to change my state of being. Maybe I need to be connected with other people. Maybe I need to do that. Whatever it is, ask yourself. Make small steps towards that direction. And do a daily practice to nourish the connection with your spirit. This is very, very important. Do a daily practice to keep this connection alive, because there are so many things that are happening every day from all directions, and they're all made to guide you out of your light, out of your spirit, to confuse you, to disorient you. So do a daily practice to nourish this connection with who you truly are. Keep this alive. And this can guide you step by step ahead. That's how important it is. So with that being shared, this is from me. Thank you very much for joining. And yeah.